to Java Lessons with Evan. I'm your host, Evan Gonchor. Made me think of a game show a little bit, but anyway, not that kind of host. Anyway, today wanted to talk about kind of order of operations and just kind of implementing some data types. So if we wanted to convert something, I'm just going to put this down here as a guide, from, let's do inches to meters. So for every 1 inch, you'd want to divide by, I think it's 2.54 centimeters. It might not be exactly right, but and then once you have that value, then multiply. Or no, you'd want to, wait, no, hold on a sec. You want to multiply by that, and then divide by 100 centimeters in 1 meter. Okay, so just having that as a guide. We're going to keep our classic setup. We're going to introduce this concept of constants. So we're going to have final int, what do we want to call this? We'll call it centimeters in meter is equal to 100. So then putting that final in front of that makes it a constant. And then we're going to have another constant being final double, so floating point equals .54, and yes, you would be correct that I forgot to name it, so it would be final double, which indicates it's a constant floating point. This would be inches, to centimeters. And then we need to do our calculations, so we'll space it out. So our answer is going to be a double, or a floating point, since we want to get the decimal values. And double, we'll just call it meters. And that we don't set equal to anything, because we're going to do that below, but we need to declare it first. And then here we can say that our length is an integer. We'll just say it's 5, or let's make it easy. We'll say it's 12. I'm not sure if that makes it easy or not, actually. But anyway, I might just express this mathematically. But anyway, next we need to do the calculation. So here we're going to say meters is equal to inches length, which is in inches, times inches to centimeters, and then divided by the number of centimeters in a meter. Then we're just going to have it print out just going to have it print out the length in meters. So we have the plus meters after our quotation, so it concatenates, as we discussed earlier. You can go back and check that out, but we'll just say length in meters, so it would print out length in meters, and then it would do this calculation, and it follows normal order of operations. So it'd be 12 times 2.54 divided by 100. Then you could add units afterwards, but we're just going to have it print out. It would be whatever that number was. I was trying to think of something that would multiply. I guess the smart thing would be to do something like this. Make that 100, then it would print out. So I just made our inch length 100. And yes, it does multiplication before addition, etc., etc. And it does, like, for instance, when you multiply the integer length in inches times the decimal length, it'll convert that to a decimal. So, and especially since we have meters, our output, as a double, then it'll give us a decimal answer. So in this case, basically, the answer would just be 2.54. So that's what it would print, and that's what it would do. Hopefully you find these helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to leave.